Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi. Today we're going to be looking at restoring this vintage Mego Captain America doll. Now this was recently sent in to me with a whole load of stuff by Mysterion, who's a good friend of the channel, and I thought it would be a fun one to work on. I've done lots of restorations on sort of Mego dolls over the years, but I've never actually got around to fixing up a Captain America, and he looks like a fun figure. He's got a few sort of common issues which we will cover. You can see here that his leg has been snapped off at the knee, and I've shown repairs on this multiple times. I've actually yet to take off his jumpsuit to see what is broken, but I have spare legs and pieces, so that should be an easy thing to sort out. He also comes with his shield, you can see here. Now I've actually asked on a few forums, because when I sort of looked at his shield, I thought it was a reproduction of some sort, because I was convinced that the original shields were made out of a black plastic, but asking on the forums, a lot of people seem to think this is an original Captain America shield, but it's just missing its sticker, so we need to make a replacement version of that sticker and get that attached so that we have the proper look to the shield. That should be a fairly straightforward job as well. But the main thing I want to do actually is to wash his outfit. Now this is a late issue version of his outfit, so it comes with a sticker on the front. This little sort of star is actually just stuck on. I'm hoping we can just remove that. It does seem to have a tiny amount of stick left, so I want to just carefully take that off, and we'll try and stick it back on, even just using a little bit of double-sided tape or something like that. I don't want to sort of ruin this sticker. It would be a very easy thing to make a replacement of, and I'm sure there are plenty of replacements out there. In fact, as I've got to make a sticker for this, I'm going to make a replacement for this as well, but it's nice to try and keep things as original as possible. So you can see that is the sticker, and I'm going to put that somewhere safe. So I've got a little pot here, and I'm just going to pop that in there so I don't lose it, and we don't sort of have to worry about where that goes while we're doing the other jobs. Now, as I say, I haven't yet taken the outfit off this, so let's take it off and we'll see what is up with his leg. There's two press studs on the back, both of which are actually in reasonable condition. In fact, all of the sewing on this outfit, for once, doesn't seem too bad. Quite often when I deal with repairing Mego dolls, the outfits have a lot of tears in them and holes, but this one actually looks in relatively good condition. I can't see any sort of real problems with it. Just 40 years worth of dirt. You can see his leg has stayed in there, so let's get that out as well. So yeah, that outfit I want to give a good wash. It doesn't seem too dirty, but always, you know, after 40 years there's going to be a lot of grime in that, so we'll give that a wash in some hot soapy water in a minute. And we can see here that this is a very common problem. His leg has snapped off at the knee, and there's a crack in the foot. So I think what I'm going to do with this one, in previous videos I've shown sort of how to replace knee pins and swap out the bottom parts of the leg. In this one I actually just have an entire spare leg, so we're just going to swap that out for a new one. But first off, we want to give the figure a wash, and we want to give the outfit a wash, because yeah, it's just going to be dirty after all those years of being played with and whatever else has gone on with it. I've now given everything a good wash. With the outfit, make sure to always give it a good rinse afterwards. Rinse out all of the soap so that you're just left with a nice clean outfit. You don't want any residue left in that. When cleaning the figures, I always use a toothbrush, because the bristles enable you to get into all the sort of small areas, and they get any dirt and grime that's sort of left into those easily out. So it's always worth using a toothbrush if you've got one.
Dave, have you seen my toothbrush?
While we're waiting for the outfit to dry, we can get on and replace Captain America's leg. As you can see, it has snapped off there at the bottom. I already have a figure here, which is a sort of parts figure. This has got some damage to the top of it, so I can't use the rest of the figure, but the legs are in very good condition, so I'm just going to take the leg off this one and swap it into this Captain America doll. Actually, looking at this, you can see that the band inside is quite perished, so I'm going to take the opportunity to replace that as well. I've got some other spare bands that I've got from other figures I've taken apart, so we'll take the leg off, we'll swap it for this one, and we'll put a new band in. I've shown this multiple times before, so I'm not going to go through the whole process here, but we'll just get this done, then we can get on to the rest of the restoration. The outfit has now had time to dry, and as you can see it does look quite a bit cleaner. There's still a little mark there where the star sticker goes on, but I'm not going to worry about that because we're going to stick the star straight over the top of it. So let's get this figure dressed and then we can sort out replacing that star on the front just using a bit of double-sided tape. The original star here is still in relatively good shape. It just doesn't have a great deal of stick left on the back of it, so it's not going to hold in place when I stick it on the uniform. So I'm going to add a little bit of double-sided tape to the back of it just so that it sticks a bit better. I'm also going to make a recreation of this in the next part of this video. So if you don't have an original one, you'll be able to use that. But as I do have this original, I might as well go ahead and use it. So I'm just going to cut off a small amount of double-sided tape like so. And I'm going to stick this onto it like that. Now I'm going to carefully cut that out, and we can then apply that back onto the uniform and it should look quite nice. Like so, and that should stay on quite nicely now. Now we come on to Captain America's shield. As I said, that I wasn't sure if this was an original shield or not, but it turns out, asking around, that a lot of people think this is original. So what I'm going to do is make a replacement sticker for it. It should have the sort of star with red rings sort of sticker going on the top of that. And I've done quite a lot of research, and it seems that that sticker is what came originally on this, and it's not supposed to sort of lie particularly flat. It is a flat sticker, but this shield, as you can see, has got a slight curve to it. So you're supposed to have sort of wrinkles and ridges on it, and that's the look I'm going to go for. So let's go into Photoshop and I'll make a replacement version of the sticker that I can print out. And after only a few minutes work, this is what I was able to create. As you can see, I've created the sticker that goes on the front of the shield, and I've also made a little replacement version of the star that goes on the chest there. So if you need to do either of those, both of these will be on this file, and this file is available for free from toy-polloi.com. Now what I need to do is to cut this out. You can see I put a little bit of bleed around the edge, so actually what you need to do is cut that all away and just go to the red circle. Once we've done that, we then need to cut 3 lines into it from the edge just to the sort of start of the blue, enable us to sort of fold it a bit onto the curve of the shield. But let's get that cut out first, and I'll cut those lines in and we'll try and stick it on the shield and see what it looks like. So that's it cut out. I forgot to mention that I've actually printed this onto glossy sticky backed paper. You can print it onto what you like, but I thought the glossy sticky back gave you the sort of the nicest look, and I think it should look quite nice once that's stuck onto the shield. So as I say, we now need to cut 3 sort of lines into this so that when we stick this on, it folds over itself a little bit. As you can see, sticking a flat surface onto a curved surface is always going to give you a few wrinkles, but that's what the original one looked like, and I want to keep this as original as possible. So let's cut away. I'm going to cut one on that star line just up to the edge of the blue, and then we need 3 others. So I'm going to go sort of 1 there and 1 there. I'm just doing this by eye really. I want them to be quite even, and then we'll do 1 about there. So you can see we've now got 3 cuts, and when we stick this on, we'll just sort of fold it around. It's not the neatest of sort of things to do, but that's how the original was done, and yeah, we're just trying to copy that. So only one thing to do, let's go for it. We'll take this backing off, and we'll try and stick that on as neatly as we possibly can. I'm just going to sort of try and line it up. Yeah, give myself an idea of what I'm doing. Let's just go for it. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad at all. I'm guessing actually when they stuck these on originally in the factory, they probably put very little care and attention to it because they were churning them out as quickly as they possibly could. But I think that the overall effect of that is not bad. That looks quite like the original to me. So that's that job done. Now the final thing that Captain America needs is some boots, and I was going to go and order some reproduction ones off the Dr. Mego website, but looking through my sort of projects bags and that, I found this, which is a project I sort of put aside a long time ago, and as of yet I've found very little pieces for it. I was going to remake Superman because I have his head here, but all I've found so far for Superman is his boots, and it just so happens the boots are the same boots that Captain America wears. So I'm actually just going to take the boots out of that project bag and we'll stick these onto Captain America. Superman will have to wait another for another project for another day, and at some point I'll find his uniform and then I can get that one built up. Just because I've only got his head, it's a bit of a long shot, that project, but there we go, we can put his boots on. And now Captain America looks complete, so let's put him together and I'll show you the final result. And here we have the finished figure, and I think he's looking much better now. Just the addition of the sticker onto the shield and repairing his leg and generally just tidying him up really makes quite a big difference to the way this figure displays. Sometimes with these projects there's not a lot that needs doing, and I've shown a lot of the repairs over the years on other Mego dolls, so for this one it was really sort of sorting out his shield, which was the main issue. And as I say, that file is available for free from toy-polloi.com, so if you have a Captain America doll that you need to get the sticker on the shield, go there and get that for free. I need to say a massive thank you to Mysterion for very kindly sending over this figure. It's been a fun project to work on. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos. You can also follow toy-polloi on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.